Hello YouTube, this is me again with my next video, with my video again, and everything pretty much the same person and the same background. Nothing has been changed throughout a week. So today I would like to talk about things, advantages I have living in Bishkek, in Central Asia in general. So about this topic I would like to talk today. So but before we start, I would like to give you a quick introduction about myself, about city where I live. So I'm from Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. It's located in the heart of Central Asia, and I live in the capital city of Kyrgyzstan, Bishkek. So Bishkek is surrounded by mountains, and it was called in Soviet era Frunze. It was named after communist leader Mikhail Frunze. And after Soviet Union collapsed, it was renamed to Bishkek in 1991, if I'm not mistaken. So, so my neighborhood is located 20 kilometers away from Bishkek. If you drive, so 1 hour or 45 minutes away from Bishkek, from city center. So we live a little bit uh, far from city center, and that's why it can take 1 hour drive away from Bishkek, from city center. So today I would like to talk about advantages living here that I have. So let's get started. So first advantage living here is is about cheapness. And so we have very cheap services, we have very cheap foods, and everything is really cheap. So for example, under $6 you can lead pretty comfortable and decent life. For example, for per day I spend, I don't know, $4, and I feel really great. I feel really comfortable living here. So we do have cheap services and cheap foods, and it's really amazing. So for example, if you go out to have a dinner, probably are going to spend maximum $10 per person. So I think it's really cheap, because in other countries, I suppose you are going to spend a way more. And speaking about the cheapness, so everything like products, bread, it's really cheap. Food, and also vegetables, fruits, everything is really cheap. So for example, 1 kg of apples or one bread going to cost you about $1, even less. So probably bread is going to cost you around 25 or 20 cents. So it's really cheap, I think, and I don't have any issue. So it's really cheap. And about the renting, like if you are going to rent a room, or if you are going to rent even apartment, 1 room apartment with bathroom, with kitchen, it's going to cost you around $150 per month. So I think it's really cheap. As far as I know, as far as I learned from internet, in European countries, the cheapest apartment, the cheapest room is going to cost you at least €500. So for me, it's really high price. It's really expensive for me. So So let's get back. Let's move on, and I would like to talk about second advantage that I have living in Central Asia, in Bishkek particularly. So it's going to be about nature and weather. So I really like the weather. I really like the nature because we do have a lot of comfortables living here. So the nature is really stunning nature. So so talking about the second talking about the second advantage living here, it's going to be weather and nature. I really like nature, and I suppose that we have stunning and amazing nature. Before, in Soviet era, it was called like the second name of our city. The I don't know nickname of our city was Green City. So people used to call this city green because we did have a lot of uh, we used to have a lot of trees all around the city, and from above it was like all green, and it was really stunning green city with amazing nature. And now also pretty much the same, we are still green city, and if you see from above Kyrgyzstan, if you see from above Bishkek, it's going to be the same, it's going to be green city. And we do have fresh air, and all the foods, all the vegetables is organic, so that's why i I like the nature. So it's really nice, I really like it. And food, weather. So I really like the weather as well, because I suppose that it's not comfortable to live in hot cities, in hot environment where I don't know, where temperature reaches 50 or 45 plus degrees. So it's really hot for me, and it's not like Middle East country where the temperature also goes up to 45 or 50 degrees. So in this time, in this environment, you cannot stay outside for 15 or even for 10 minutes. So it's really hot. Here in Bishkek, we do have another story. So we don't have a lot of heat, a lot of cold. So the maximum in winter time and in summertime hot reaches its the peak, the maximum, the record was 40 plus degree. So it was really hot for us, and it was like first time in 1 decade. In other times we have like 35 or 30 plus degree in average. And also we don't have scorching hot, and in winter time we don't have freezing cold like in Russia. As I heard, in Russia, in region called Siberia, their cold reaches 45, even 50 degrees minus. So if you split outside, it's going to be frozen immediately. So it's really cold, and I cannot live in such an environment as well. And the third reason why I like living in Bishkek is going to be about food. So I really like food here, and I really enjoy eating horse meat, eating lamb meat, beef. So I really like. It's amazing, I think. It's awesome. So also I cannot eat like some spicy hot dishes like people used to eat in South Asian countries like in India, Pakistan, in Bangladesh. They eat usually very spicy foods, I think. For me, I don't prefer spicy food. I prefer like fat food which has a lot of beef, a lot of meat. So, and also I like to eat salty food as well. Here in our dishes prevail more meat and noodles, so that's why I really like the food. So about the popular foods, I would like to tell you. I would like to mention first about the plov. The second, besh parmak, is going to be my favorite, and the third is going to be I don't know, shashlik. Yeah, it's really also, I really like, it's really delicious food, I think. So I would like to give you like quick description about those foods that I mentioned recently. So the first is going to be plov. I think in the future I'm going to demonstrate and I'm going to show you this food, particularly how to cook and what kind of ingredients this food has, and also what's the texture. So all about I'm going to talk in the future my videos. So, and the second food, which is my favorite, is going to be besh parmak as well. There we have mostly noodles, meat. So you can use, it's up to you. You can put horse milk, lamb meat. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make huge difference. So I like all variations. Like the main thing, this food needs to have meat. So meat is really important ingredient, I think. So the third food is shashlik. It's most probably you know this food and you have watched videos how to cook shashlik previously in other videos. So shashlik is going to be also my favorite because it has meat, so you can cook from lamb meat, from beef meat, or you can cook from chicken meat as well. So it's really my favorite as well, and I really enjoy eating shashlik as well. And speaking about fourth reason living here in Bishkek, speaking about fourth reason why I like living in Bishkek is going to be about people. So people in general here, they are really gentle. They're really what's called helpful, kind, peaceful people. So they don't bring you too much problem. They don't bring you trouble. So in general they're peaceful. So in any time, anywhere, they can help you and they can assist you with your concerns, with your request. So I didn't have any trouble. I didn't have any problem with local people. Everything was smooth and everything was really peaceful without any problem. So I really like people because people in general, they're kind and they're really supportive. So as far I didn't have any trouble, I didn't have any problem with local people. So, and also they're really educated, so I really like it living here. I really like interacting with other people. So really important for me, and this is the main thing that I like living here in Bishkek. So the fifth advantage living here, I think the fifth thing that I like living here in Bishkek, it's going to be freedom of speech. So freedom of speech, by freedom of speech I mean here we don't have censored internet, so pretty much you have access to all social medias, to I don't know, all web pages, and the internet, it's really free. So it's not censored, so you can leave any comments, you can watch any videos. So people, government, they usually don't care about this one too much. So you can leave comments, it's up to you, so any comments. So government is not trying to control you. They are not going to charge you for your comments or for your speech on internet. For your activities on your internet, you don't have any accountability or responsibility, I guess. And it's really nice thing. It's really good to know that no one controls you, so you have freedom, at least in internet. And also you have like semi-active, and also you have like half freedom in outside world. So you can criticize government on front of everyone, and no one is going to take action on you. So it's really impressive for me. And not all the countries in Central Asia, they can enjoy with freedom. They usually don't know what's real freedom is, because if you speak about Turkmenistan, if we speak even about other Central Asian countries, there you don't have a lot of freedom. So for example, I will not name this country, but anyway, if we speak particularly about one country in Central Asia, there all the social medias, all the web pages, it's closed, and you have control, and the internet in general, it's censored. So if you leave some comments regarding government, some bad comments about what is government doing right now, so you can get trouble and you can be charged for this. In Bishkek, in Kyrgyzstan, we don't have such an issue. And also about other countries in Central Asia, so they have censored internet, and they don't have access to all social medias, so, or they have like half access, and internet, it's censored. Sometimes they can shut down the internet, and they can take the access to the internet, so they can do whatever they want, I mean government, regarding internet, regarding freedom. So they have more control on people, I think, and this is not good. Here in Bishkek, government doesn't have any control on you, especially on the internet. So it was the things that I like living in Bishkek here in Kyrgyzstan, and I think that in the future I'm going to make a video about things that I don't like living in Bishkek. Please watch that video as well. In the future I'm going to make another video. So thank you very much for your support, for watching this video, and if you like this video, please don't forget to press the like button and leave some comments. So any comments, it's really valuable for me, it's really important for me, and I'm going to read it as well. So see you in next video.